Trading has closed on the 30th of May, 2023. As always, we'll start with our disclaimer, go over our calls, and then make some predictions. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, which is May 31st, 2023. Please remember my calls can be completely wrong, and any trade one makes should be at one's own risk. Also, many days this week I have personal business. I'm not going to have time to look at the market during the day, and I'm not going to have as much time to analyze things when we close. And anyone who wants to risk money should bear that in mind. Look for the pattern with the early low, which is this, and tomorrow should also have the early low. We said it tended to be a rally day with a high in the final hour, and if that didn't happen, there should be more weakness to come. Well, that didn't happen, so there should be more weakness to come. Time doesn't run out until early tomorrow, so of course if we gap and take this high out, that goes by the wayside. But otherwise we should see lower prices tomorrow, even if we don't close lower. We had a plan if we dropped from the open, and we had strong resistance right at Friday's high. We said if we dropped right from the open, we were going to wait for wave 2 to complete and look for a place to go long under 4105.24, and we said if we gapped up instead, I didn't really have a good plan. Well, when there's no plan and you close unchanged, no plan's a good plan. Even though it doesn't make any money, it doesn't lose any money. This is a reminder of what we said. We said if we were to continue the advance, we should maintain a gap over resistance. We gapped over resistance, but it wasn't maintained, and that isn't good enough. During the day, MEJT identified this drop as false. Even though we're dropping all day, it said prices would retrace, and that's already played out. One of the reasons we're not convinced the rally is going to start is how close we are to this upper Bollinger Band. I mean, you can climb along the band, but as far as rip-roaring wave 3 action, that's not usually where one sees them begin. The idea is we've completed wave 1, someplace we're going to complete wave 2, and then after that's over, you're going to have a huge rally. Now, we had these trend lines. We did break through them, but we didn't hold it, and that's not that important to me. I mean, I want you to break through them with authority and keep going, and that didn't happen. It's possible to count this as the end of B of 2. I'll show you the count, but it certainly isn't the only count, and there's no guarantee it's the right count. If that's A, you can count an A and a B, and C right over here has a good fit relationship to A. And if you look at this supposed wave black C on a lower time frame, you get an A and a B, and the fibs all work here too. So there is a count that works, but it's not really unique enough or convincing enough to risk any money on the count alone. What does convince me is that this normally positive pattern didn't play out positively, and I still can't count us in wave 3 up, and I still can't count wave black 2 as being complete. I really need one more wave down. Well, tomorrow's pattern has the early low. Doesn't mean you won't gap up. Today's normally bullish pattern wasn't bullish, so unless we gap and promptly overtake today's high, we should see lower prices tomorrow, which doesn't guarantee that we close lower. The idea remains we're in a wave 2, and then after it completes, you're going to have a very strong rally. It's possible to count wave B of 2 as having completed today, but there are other counts. They don't break any rules, and so we can't be certain that's the right idea. If we start to drop, that would have greater credence, but that hasn't happened yet. So tomorrow has early low. We think we'll see lower prices print unless we overtake this high early. I still need more of a down leg to complete wave 2 before we get a huge rally. And that's today's call.